So you clicked on this video. You procrastinated studying for your AP exams. How long were you scrolling through YouTube until you came across this video and realized you should be studying? Why are you always doing this? You knew they were coming up, and yet you chose not to start studying until right now. You're really doing this again? Nah, I'm just kidding. I procrastinated all the time back in the day. This is a procrastinator safe space, and I'm here to give you the help you need. I forgot AP exam started this week. Hi there, welcome to Lordric's room. My name is Lordric. So the other day I was talking to someone that goes to my old high school, and he started talking about how AP exams were starting already, and I had completely forgotten that it was already that time of year because, I'm all done with those. Originally I was planning on making a video on how to make a detailed study plan for your AP exams, but seeing as exams start today as of recording, that's not exactly gonna fly. But that's okay, because that's how we roll here. This wouldn't be a Lordric Falsote video without copious amounts of procrastination. And you're watching this video, which means that you haven't done all that much studying for your exams yet. And given that AP season is already in full swing, you don't have time for a 5-step action plan, and I don't exactly have the time to make one either, so let's get down and dirty and get you through exams the procrastinator's way. I myself was quite the procrastinator back in the day when it came to my AP exams. I didn't really spend a whole lot of time studying for them, but still ended up doing, pretty well across the board, so I'll share with you guys everything I know about how to cheese your AP tests. And as you may know, there are a lot of different AP classes, and I can't go into each one individually, so I'll just share some study hacks that you can use and apply for all of your exams. I won't guarantee that you'll be able to get all 5s or anything because that will come down to your ability, but I hope to still set you guys on track to do better than you would have immediately prior to watching this video. Full disclaimer, I know exams are really weird this year. I took a quick look at the College Board website and saw that they had a bunch of different exam periods for being online or in person or whatever, and it kind of hurt my head to look at, so I stopped. So I don't really know what's going on with that, but I can still give you some study hacks, since I would imagine that the general content of the exams is going to be the same no matter when you take it or whether you're online or in person. Now, the biggest thing I would recommend for this last minute studying is getting an AP textbook for whatever exams you're taking. Obviously, if your exams are tomorrow morning, you're not going to have time for this, but if you have your exams in a few days from now, you could get it pretty quickly through Amazon. This is something I hadn't really tried until senior year of high school because I never felt the need to, but that was before I took Physics C. Now, physics makes me really sad, and I had absolutely no idea how to do any physics problems, even after half a year of that class. I didn't want to fail the exam, and my options were pretty limited given that my exam was coming up in a few days, so I had to bite the bullet and buy the book. Now, I bought my textbook from the Princeton Review because I had heard that theirs are pretty solid, but honestly, any textbook should do. Now, as you can see, this textbook is really big, nice and thick, and there's no way I'd be able to get through reading this whole thing in time for my exams. What I would recommend is taking the practice tests that are available in this textbook. The FRQ sections are definitely more tedious to get through because writing is a lot of work. So if you don't have the capacity, you can just skip that part, to be honest. The important part is getting through the multiple choice section of these practice tests. After I took these practice tests, I could score myself with the answer key available in these textbooks, and see which topics I had the most trouble with, which were the topics I actually focused on reading when I was reading through the textbook. This is definitely a great strategy to figure out what you don't know, which was a lot of things in my case. And even though there were no multiple choice questions on my exam the year I took it, having reviewed the things I didn't know still really helped for those free response questions. I know that exams are super weird this year, with some of them having multiple choice questions and some of them being just essay questions, but as long as you can still cover as many gaps in your knowledge as possible, you'll be able to fare better than you would have had you not done that. And so, despite knowing very little physics, with the help of this textbook, I somehow managed to get 4s on both exams for Physics C, which was definitely quite the miracle. Now I know that buying textbooks for exams may not be super feasible, especially if you're taking multiple exams, because the cost of those textbooks definitely adds up. So there's also a free way to go about this, which may not be as effective as the textbook method, but it's something you can start right now without having to wait for any packages to be shipped. This is basically the same method as working with the textbook, but it'll be like the online version of it. So if you go to the search bar of your preferred browser and type in the name of your AP class followed by practice test, you can find a bunch of tests from past years from College Board, as well as practice questions from a bunch of other study websites. This is going to be the exact same as taking the practice tests that are in the textbook, but just online. And once you're done with the practice exams, you can score yourself and see what areas you could improve on. These websites aren't going to explicitly tell you which units each question is a part of like a textbook might, so this is going to take some more time to figure out. But once you do have an idea of what topics you need to work on, you can head over to the Advanced Placement YouTube channel, where they have videos where they live stream teaching different concepts and also going through examples of questions on those topics. They've covered a lot of information on many of the different AP courses, so chances are you'll be able to find what you're looking for here. I like to watch these videos in 2x speed because I found that they went pretty slow and they're also like 50 minutes long, but you can really go at whatever pace you want. It is worth noting that these review live streams give more of a general overview and won't be able to explain every single thing in a really detailed manner like a textbook might be able to, but it will help you to understand the general idea of every concept you need to know. And if after you watch those videos you still have questions, you could always find other online resources for free, like other YouTube videos or Khan Academy articles or whatever. As I've said before, you can learn basically anything you want for free on the internet. You know, it may not be presented in the most easily digestible manner like an all-in-one textbook, but it should help give you the push you need. And after you're done reviewing with either your textbook or the AP videos or whatever else, I highly recommend to keep taking as many practice tests as you can. They're really great for familiarizing yourself with the kinds of questions that can come up and the topics that can come up, and you can also keep learning as you go back and check your answers with the answer key. This is what I did for most of the AP exams that I took. You know, leading up to them, I would always just go online and take a bunch of those practice exams, and I'd always end up improving a noticeable amount just from taking those practice tests. So if you have the time to do so, I definitely recommend practicing as much as you can with those practice exams. And overall, there's really not much to it. With both methods, you're essentially just trying to cram as much information into your noggins as you can with what little time you have left. And how well this cramming works is gonna depend on the individual, but at least it's better than nothing. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. This video is shorter than usual because, you know, I don't want to take up any more of your precious studying time, so go on and get on with it. Good luck, guys.